connecting everything, which is harder than he thought because Apollo has outdated technology. One afternoon, Yue gets excited because he finally hears static on the radio again. However, when he turns to Kong, he finally notices him messing with the cables. Yue tests them with his own hand to be sure, and his mind finally breaks as he realizes all his work and suffering has been in vain because he's the only human left. He yells at Kong for a while before the depression takes over his mood again. On Earth, the UNMS still needs a month to finish fixing the comms. Refusing to give up, Langsing uses the speaker system to talk to all the people in the bunkers. He admits Yue isn't a hero, he's an average man they left behind by mistake. But he's been working hard to be a hero for a whole year, so he deserves people to support him in return. Langsing asks the survivors to turn on their flashlights and shine them towards the moon to tell Yue he isn't alone. At that moment Yue opens his helmet, and he's starting to lose oxygen. However, humanity comes together with flashlights and even lighthouses, lighting up the earth to prove they're alive. A shocked Yue falls to his knees in tears. Finally, by day 613, the UNMS fixes communications and Yue gets to see a human face again. After the initial celebration, Yue spends his days talking to the team, who has found the Apollo blueprints and guides him on how to connect the old technology with the new. Now Yue gets to see Langsing every day, and he thinks they're becoming friends. One night after they're finally done with the repairs, Yue tells Langsing that he initially turned down the maintenance position and left the interview. On his way out, he saw Langsing and her smile made him change his mind. Moved by this confession, Langsing makes one of her own. When she was evacuating, she did see Yue on the crater, but she left anyway because rescuing him would have killed them all. She also admits she'd do it again. Meanwhile, something in space is approaching Earth. The next day, Yue and Nog finally board the Apollo and get to leave the moon. There's some turbulence at first, but soon they make it to orbit and everyone on Earth celebrates. In just a few hours, the Apollo safely reaches the lunar station and Yue and Kong go looking for the escape pods. Unfortunately, on Earth, they receive terrible news. Another large piece of the asteroid that has been floating around the moon has been pushed out of orbit